Hey YouTube, it's me again, it's Jolanda, and I'm coming to you with another video, and this one is a get ready with me video, and I'm starting from the very beginning. So what you're seeing before you right now is me looking an hot mess. Basically, I'm out of the shower and my hair is slightly damp, and what I'm doing now is I am laying my edges down flat and just brushing them a little bit so that they're smooth, so that when I put my unit on, everything, just sits and looks really nice. So sometimes people will, do cornrows back, but I just do a low bun, and I feel like that's a little bit better. It's less tension on my hair. I probably need to switch it up a little bit, and I have sometimes done plaits as well underneath my units. So next what I do is I tie a silk scarf around my, I think this one's a satin scarf, around my hair to kind of lay that bun down so it's as flat, as smooth as possible. And then I just touch up my edges just a little bit so that they're nice and smooth and flat. Then next what I would do is try my new clean gel cleanser, and I went ahead and put that on my cleanser brush and wet that a little bit, and then just go on ahead and go through throughout my face, and I just added a little bit more water, and just get my skin nice and clean, and just really go into it and get my skin clean, basically. Try to hit every area, especially, my chin and around my nose and stuff. And then just blot my face dry after I've rinsed it completely. Make sure underneath my eyes, just because of how my eyes are set, that all, the moisture and any soap is gone from under there. And then I just put on a little bit of a new moisturizing lotion for daytime with SPF, and then I also add a new Reversalist eye cream, which is kind of hard to see in the camera for some reason. And I just put maybe just very little, but just a teeny weeny bit of that underneath my eyes, and then I also kind of take it above my eyes a little bit, and then use it to smooth down my eyebrows a little bit. So while I'm waiting for my moisturizer and my eye cream to absorb, I put my earrings in, and then I go in with my Magic's face primer, about a pea size of that, and I dot that all over my face and rub that in nicely, just to get me that primed finish, to prepare my skin for my foundation. Okay. And then after I've done that, then I go in with my concealer, and it looks like my primer wasn't all the way rubbed in, so I just made sure it was rubbed in around my hairline. And that's another reason why I put my edge control on first and get my hair tied down, so that when I wash my face, I don't have residue of gel, and I'm not putting that on my skin. So that just kind of makes sure that my skin is going to be all the way clean, and it's not going to get greasy or anything from any hair products. So I going ahead and went in with my everlasting or extra lasting concealer, dot that under my eyes. I put a pretty generous amount under my eyes because I do have pretty extreme dark circles under my eyes, and it's just hereditary. That's the way my eyes have always really been, and so I just go ahead and conceal those darker areas under my eyes. And then I let that concealer dry for a little bit. So while it's drying, I went in and I put a dress on, and as I put my dress on, I got a little bit of deodorant on the dress, so I wiped that off. So that's what I was pointing at earlier. So I've gotten my concealer, it's dried, and now what I will do is I will go in with my foundation. Now this is a full face look. Usually I don't put on foundation, but I went ahead and put on a cream to powder foundation for this look. And that is the cream to powder foundation. It goes on creamy, and then it does eventually settle into what is supposed to be a powder finish. But I still do go over it with my Smooth Minerals translucent powder, which you'll see in just a second. I pay close attention to my chin and my under eye area just to make sure that everything is seamless. Those areas that have hyperpigmentation, that they all I get a smooth and completely unified finish once I put my foundation on. But like I said, most of the time I don't use foundation. I'll just use this translucent powder, and that does the trick. But when I want to do a fancy full face, there's full foundation coverage. So here I'm putting on my translucent loose powder, just making sure that I set everything nicely. And I just basically, it looks like I'm rubbing it in, but I'm really tapping it in if this were regular speed. I'm not sure what I made that face for. Something was missing. Oh, it looks like I got a little bit of powder down on my dress, so I went ahead and brushed that off with a dry towel. That's the great thing about the translucent powder, is that it doesn't have any color to it, so I didn't have to worry about it damaging my dress and having to change. Next, I go over, I have a spot on my chin that really bugs me for some reason, and so I went ahead and put on a little bit of cream concealer over my existing concealer to make sure that was covered. And then as you see, I slide the satin scarf off, and then I go in for my unit, and this is Leah. I pull her off of her stand that she's been on. She's been resting, and I get ready to put it on my head, but then I remembered I forgot to put my wig cap on. So I jig him up there, go ahead and grab my wig cap out of my drawer there and put her on my head, or sorry, put the wig cap on my head so that I can put Leah on. So there's Leah, and I put her on way in front of my hairline, and just get kind of silly there for a second. But that is where I start my units. And then as you could tell, I had already parted my hair in the center when I put the bun in so that it would line up with the part in my unit. So then I slide her back a little bit off of my hairline and go in with the wig brush and brush her out a little bit and loosen up the curls some, any tangles, just pull through those so that she looks styled and ready to go. And this takes me a few minutes just to kind of get her where I want, get the curls doing what I want the curls to do. And yeah, so then I decide, well, I'll smooth it down at the top, and then I'll tuck one side behind my ear. I kind of like that look. I feel like it gives it a natural finish, and so that is what I decided to do. And then it looks like I just kind of tossed her behind my shoulders a little bit and going back in. Yeah, it's just, more styling until I'm happy with the look and that I've achieved, and then I move forward. So it looks like I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out, even though there's a couple pieces sticking out in the back. So now I go ahead and finish my makeup. So my foundation has set, and I'm going in with my blush and putting that on. And my lips are dry and they need a little moisture. And so I went ahead and put on the Citrus Shine Avon Glaze Wear lip gloss. I love that color. Then, because I'm trying to be extra fancy face, I probably should have done a lipstick for this one, but I didn't. Maybe next time. But I did go in and give myself at least one color eyeshadow, and I'll tell you what color that is in the description box. But there's the shadow. I'm putting that in, rubbing, getting that applied to my lid just to give me a little extra glamour. I didn't prime my eyelids with anything, which I probably should have, but I didn't. So just going in again and just making sure that that shadow is on there. And again, I didn't prime it, but ordinarily I probably would prime it with a little bit of concealer so that my shadow would last all day. Next, I'm hitting my brows up because, as I was pointing out, there's no brows there. So I'm going ahead and going in with my glimmer stick, brow pencil. I think this is actually an eyeliner pencil, but I'm going in with it. And again, I'll leave the color in the description box. But that's that glazewear pencil. And I really love the way this applies. It's very smooth. I would probably go in a little darker for a full face evening look, but I just did my regular definition of the brow. I'm not sure what I was digging for, what happened. I was leaning over for something. Oh, my spoolie broke. That's what it was. I had some stray hairs and I went to try to get my spoolie brush out and I broke the handle of it. It was one of those free spoolies that they give you like at the MAC counter or something. So I'll just have to buy another one from Avon. So now I'm going in with the liquid eyeliner. I'm applying that to my lids, giving myself a nice little wing at the tip. This is kind of my signature winged eye. I just think that looks best with my eye shape, and I've been doing it for years. I'm in good practice. And then Big and Daring mascara, that is actually my favorite Avon mascara. And so I love it. So I'm going in with that. Really would probably go more than once over my lashes with that if it was an evening look, but this is just kind of more of a full face day look. And so I did 2 thin coats and looks like I'm done. So that's it, you guys.